All right, hello everyone. Welcome to ZTV. Happy Tuesday, happy April. I think it was the first warm day in a long time that I can remember, and it felt great. I hope you got some vitamin D. So, it is Meet Alexandria's Animals Day, which I am very excited for, one of my favorite days of the month. We have several animals to meet. We have some dogs, some cats, we have a guinea pig. So, got a lot of options and they all have great personalities. So I'm excited to meet them and learn more about them with Gina Hardter, the Director of Marketing Communications at the AWLA. Hi, Gina. How are you?
Hi, Grace. I'm doing well too. I was enjoying the fine weather. Our dogs were enjoying the fine weather. I think even our animals who are in the building, our cats and our bunnies, and as you mentioned, our guinea pig, were enjoying the fine weather. So it was a great day for all of us today.
Yeah, a little bit of vitamin D, like that first vitamin D of the season, just it does something magical to a body. So I'm sure they were just all prancing around. I hope they all got the chance to do so. So let's talk about the animals we're going to meet today, the animals that are all available for adoption, correct? I assume they're still available. I know they get swept up quickly.
That's the case sometimes. Yes, everybody we're going to meet today is available for adoption. And our first pup is actually somebody who was enjoying the fine weather with his volunteer coordinator friend, Allie. We thought we'd bring some of our other colleagues in to introduce some of our favorite adoptables this week. So first and foremost, we're going to meet Kip and his friend, Allie, and see how much he enjoyed the great outdoors today.
Awesome.
Coordinator here, and this is my friend Kip. Kip is about 6 years old. As he's gotten to know some of the staff and volunteers better, he's gotten more snuggly. He's really starting to lean into pets and snuggles. He's giving me kisses all over my face. He's really got a lot to love. He's pretty cuddly once he gets to know you, and I think he'd love to snuggle up at night with his person. He's just a really cool dog. He's very polite on leash. He would probably be the only dog in the home, but easy going in and out of the house, loves to go on adventures rather. He can actually even play fetch by himself. You've seen him do it on a number of occasions. He'll toss a toy and then catch it himself and then toss it for himself again. So he's pretty low key. Kip is definitely a handsome devil. You can see he's got the cutest little ear. Can you even look at this face? Look at this face. He's just a sweetheart. So if you're interested in learning more about Kip, check us out at alexandriaanimals.org, and we'd love to see you. I know he's waiting to meet you too.
All right, so Kip was adorable. I love that he was playing with himself, pretty independent guy. So tell us a little bit more about him, about his personality.
Yeah, so Allie is lucky because as our volunteer coordinator, she gets to meet all of our pups first to see how they're going to do with our volunteers. And she realized that Kip was a little bit shy. He wasn't necessarily engaging at first, but he's really come around. And it's been so exciting to see. So one of our favorite things to have seen him learn was how to play fetch by himself. It's not because he doesn't have friends to play fetch with him. A lot of us like to do that. You can see he's got the ball right there and he's loving it. But he just decided, you know what? I'm a take care of business kind of dog and I can learn fetch on my own. He's definitely looking for somebody who can help play with him sometimes because you don't always want to play fetch by yourself. And in the meantime, what we've really had a chance to see is his snuggly, engaging, kissy kind of self come out. He's 6 years old, so he's still in the prime of his life. He's an energetic guy, and he'd love somebody who can help him explore that energy. So whether it's playing a lot of fetch, whether it's going on some good runs, some hikes, something like that, I think Kip's going to be your guy for that.
Yeah, oh, he looked very energetic, like in the prime of his life. So playing fetch, with other people, of course, seems like he would be great at, in addition to just playing with himself. How would he be with other dogs? Does he get along? Is he rambunctious? Is he just kind of happy-go-lucky with them?
So Kip's definitely told us he wants all his humans' attention. He doesn't want to really share that with another dog. So he
Yep,
is
I
looking for a home
understand.
where he's going to be the only pup. And I mean, he's a bigger guy, and you got to think how much dog you can accommodate in your lap, and it's probably just going to be Kip. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
he's looking for.
Yeah, no, I have one of those. She is an only dog and she thrives. So that is great. I'm very happy for Kip. Tell us a little about his ears, his little floppy ear that he's got going on.
His ears are my favorite thing, and I'm surprised he hasn't gotten more attention just because of his ears. So he always does have that one up, one down. He can control them a little bit so they move around, but I just love that about him. One's always paying attention, one's always kind of showing his cash side. You know, he's a relaxed guy too. He's not always go, go, go. He's not always energy. And I feel like it just shows his kind of goofy personality. You can see it right there in his silly ears.
Yeah, super cute. I always love a little bit of character. And so, your contact info was at the end of the video. I'm going to flash it up here if people don't already know. So again, your adoption process is super simple. Just walk us through it for people who don't know.
Yes. So for Kip and so many of the others you're going to meet tonight, our goal is finding them their home as quickly as possible. So we really want to work with you to make an appointment. We're still available by appointment only, but just email us at adopt@alexandriaanimals.org or call us at 703-746-4774. And we'll find a time for you to meet Kip and several of the others that we're going to meet tonight, because they're such wonderful pets and they are looking for wonderful homes, and we want to get you in to meet them and hopefully connect to you and get them into their fantastic homes.
Awesome. Well, speaking of meeting them, let's dive into our next animal. So give us a little intro of who we're going to see next.
Yes, and you said animal, Grace, but as a matter of fact, this time we're meeting two of them together. We've talked in previous episodes about bonded pairs, and our next two are a bonded pair of pups, Jane and Josie. Now, unlike Kip, who spent a lot of time enjoying the nice weather today, Jane and Josie are definitely couch potatoes. They're snuggle bugs, and they love being curled up. So they spent today's indoors in a staff office where they've really made themselves comfortable and given themselves space to veg out. And we're going to meet them with actually me. We're going to meet them right now.
I already have a built-in best friend. So this here's Jane, who's showing you not her best side right now. And this is Josie. Both of these ladies are 10 years old and they are boxer mixes. And you can see they are just full of life. Josie, come here. Hi. Hi, good girl. So Jane's a little bit smaller. She's about 50 pounds, and then her friend Josie is about 70. Josie could maybe lose a couple pounds, but don't let her hear you say that. These are definitely some low energy girls, despite the fact that you see Jane being very excited right now. They are definitely the type of lay in bed, whether it's rain or shine, want to hang out. They definitely want to watch every single show on television, and they want to be comfy while they're doing it. Hey, good girl. Hi. So like I said, they are best friends. They are what we call a bonded pair. They have been together for a good portion of their lives, if not all of their lives, and so they're looking for a home together too. Hi, Josie. Hi. Right now, they are currently hanging out. Thank you, good girl. They're currently hanging out in one of our staff offices. They've made themselves very comfortable. You can see they've taken over about half of the office with their beds, and this is what they love to do. They also love being with people, as if you couldn't tell by this. So again, it's a great reason for them to be with our staff. They love a home where they get to hang out with people all the time. It makes them so happy. Hi, good girls. Oh, so silly. So silly. I mean, what else can I say about these two girls? Because they're so wonderful. Somebody has already prepaid their adoption fees, so they are ready to go home today. And it's just seeing them together. I mean, they love being with people, I think you can see, but just seeing them together, it just is wonderful to see how much they love each other. And they're gonna bring so much love and so much light into whatever home they move into. So if you're interested in two wonderful hunks of love, we've got Jane and Josie for you. Ladies, do you both wanna look at the camera? Oh no, we just wanna get pets. We just wanna get pets.
Oh my gosh, they are so cute. They are seriously some snuggle bugs, like you mentioned. So I want to go back to what was said at the end. Their adoption fees are prepaid by a generous donor. That is amazing. So are those paid indefinitely? How does that affect the adoption process?
Yes, those are paid indefinitely. Somebody wanted to give them kind of that extra boost to help them find their extra special family. And so they paid for their adoption fees. And that's until we find them the right family. We do know, because they are bigger girls, that it may be a little bit trickier. And oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite photos of them. A couple weeks ago, we took them to see the Easter Bunny at Springfield Town Center. And they were so excited. I mean, the Easter Bunny kind of looks like a giant bunny toy, right? How exciting is that? But I just love their smiles in this picture. And that, I think, is so representative of their personalities. You know, we watch that video and they always say, never work in show business with kids or animals. And Jane and Josie were definitely, they so wanted to be with the camera person. They didn't necessarily want to be on camera. And so they were wiggling around a lot, but even so I think that just shows their personalities just to a T.
Yeah, they were so great. So you mentioned that they were indoor dogs. So what does a typical day with an indoor dog look like, play-wise, exercise-wise, feeding-wise?
Well, I say indoor dogs. Obviously, all dogs like the opportunity to go outside, but Jane and Josie love the opportunity to curl up on a bed. So they're not necessarily looking for an early wake up. You know, it's fine if you want to bring them their food. They'll eat that leisurely throughout the day. They definitely want to go outside at their own time in the morning, but they're not looking to go walk 3 miles with you. You know, they're looking to go outside, do their business, and then they're happy to come back inside. And whether it's hang out with you, whether it's enjoy their breakfast, whether it's curl back up in bed, like that picture you saw in that video, which was something one of our amazing staff members took when he saw them first thing in the morning. You know, that's the kind of thing that they're looking for. So they're going to go out a couple times a day, just like any dog. They just might not be looking to go as far.
Yeah, well, and it sounds like they might be happy in a variety of home environments, like an apartment or a townhouse or, you know, like a single family home. And they're a bonded pair, so there's 2 of them. So if you're a house without an animal, this might be the perfect pair to look into to adopt. How do bonded pairs in general typically interact with other animals in a house?
So it really depends. We always say that every animal is an individual and every bonded pair is an individual pair, I guess. We don't know how they've done with other dogs because obviously they do well with each other. We know they have experience living with dogs, but it would be the kind of thing where if you have another pet in the house, specifically a dog, we certainly would offer the opportunity to have all of them meet at the AWLA, and we could provide guidance on introductions with other dogs, with cats in the household potentially. Because they're not necessarily the most energetic of girls, they're probably not going to be chasing a cat around, certainly. But I think they could have the potential to do well in a variety of households, just like you said, households and with different types of houses. So whether you have kids, whether it's adults only, they just love people so much. I think they would just thrive with so many different kinds of families.
Yeah, they seem great. Like you said at the beginning of that video, it's like they have a built-in best friend. So I want to reiterate that their adoption fees are prepaid. So alexandriaanimals.org/adopt to meet those 2 lovely ladies. And our next animal is actually not a dog. So give us a little bit of an intro of who's next.
Yes. So we love to show off all the variety of animals that we have. And we have some wonderful cats right now. One of the cats we're going to meet in just a moment is 8-year-old Bailey, who is just so social. Whenever people come and see her, she is right up and saying hi. She's a cat who definitely knows her own personality. And my colleague Carolina is going to talk a little bit more about why she's so amazing.
Hi everyone, so this is my friend Bailey. As you can see, she's very social. She loves meeting new people and she's very inquisitive whenever, she sees anyone around. She loves being pet and she loves, she'll let you know when she's also had enough. So she really loves playing with toys as well. As you can see, we try to, keep her very engaged and active so that way, she stays busy and keeping her mind working with a variety of toys. A busy box that has everything from pipe cleaners, which is one of her favorites. We'll sometimes bring in her little toy wands, although it looks like right now she just wants a little more affection. And she takes, she's the kind that'll also do her own thing. As you can see, she's really curious about the camera and she, would love to explore new places and everything. Usually during the day, she likes to take her nap, but if you visit, she's always here ready to welcome you. And she loves to jump up on these, on her different beds and look out the window. And yeah, she would love to have her own window to look out of. As I said, she's 8 years old, and she would prefer a home without other canine friends. And because she, sometimes has only likes to be a pet for a little while, she would probably do it best in a home with, if there's kids, if they're 14 and up. But yeah, she's, just a really sweet cat who likes doing her own thing and who loves toys. So if you like shopping, you'll love being able to buy her all the toys her heart desires.
What a social girl. So some of the animals that I meet when I come there to video are, kind of intimidated by the camera, or they're just unfamiliar with it. They're skeptical, but she was just right up in the camera. She was all up in her toys, very social. Carolina mentioned that she would do well in a household without dogs, or maybe with older children. Tell us a little bit about Bailey's, household style, her lifestyle, interaction style.
Yes, well, like both Carolina and I said, Bailey is a girl who definitely knows what she wants in her future lifestyle, and she's let us know. So she's looking for a home where she can kind of lead her interactions. Obviously, she loves to hang out with people. You could see, like you said, she came right up to the camera, but then she also likes to be able to walk away when she decides she's done. You can see in this photo, that's another one where she came right up to see everyone. But she also sometimes knows she needs her quiet time, and she likes to have the opportunity to walk away and have people respect that. Sometimes we know dogs don't necessarily understand that. So she'd prefer to be in a non-canine household.
Yeah. So she had a plethora of toys. Does she have a favorite toy, or some that, stimulate her or tire her out more than others?
With Bailey, she definitely seems to have toys of the moment. That busy box, which was created by one of our amazing volunteers, I think was a wonderful example of giving her every opportunity and letting her choose. Pipe cleaners are something that a lot of our cats like, and Bailey has certainly liked. But a lot of times it's really just as much being with people as it is playing with toys or anything like that. So she loves to, as you saw with Carolina, she kind of worked around her ankles. She went in for headbutts, which indicated that she wants pets. And while she didn't do it in this video, she loves to kind of leap up onto higher surfaces, so onto heightened beds, on windows, and both interact with you from there, as well as watch the outside world from there.
Perfect. So if you have a house with a lot of windows, a lot of sunshine, sounds like that would be a great home for Bailey. She sounds almost like the cat version of Kip. She's 8 years old, so like in the middle and the prime of her life, very independent, very curious with all of the toys. So if you're a cat person, but you're looking for, a curious cat, it sounds like Bailey is a great cat to meet. So again, alexandriaanimals.org/adopt. So we have one more and then maybe like a surprise to show. So tell us our next animal.
Yes. So I always like to remind people that the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria is an open access shelter. And what that means is we take in animals of all types from within the jurisdiction. So you saw some dogs today, you saw some cats, but we have a lot of other different kinds of animals. And one of those we're going to meet is Kobe, our wonderful guinea pig. He is so sweet and he is so fun. And a lot of people don't necessarily think about looking for guinea pigs at an animal shelter or an organization like ours. But one of our adoptions associates, Antonia, just loves Kobe, and she wanted to tell everybody why he is just the perfect piggy and why he should be looking for a home with you today.
Came to us with a small group of other guinea pigs. So he has had some interactions with other guinea pigs before. Kobe is really like the sweetest guinea pig that I've ever met before. He is so social. He comes right up to the bars when you come over. He loves treats, and he loves when you pet between his eyes just like that. And he's just the most curious, the sweetest little guy. He loves to hide in his hay, and he also loves little toys where you put the hay in and it gets a little difficult for him to get it, and he can work his little brain a little bit. He's a very smart little boy. Guinea pigs are pretty social, so they love being around other guinea pigs. So if you wanted to have him have a friend or anything like that, that would be perfect for him. I think Kobe would really do super well with almost anyone, you know, really some gentle kids, some people who don't know guinea pigs that well, because he's a breeze to take care of. If Kobe sounds like a great fit for you, we would love for you to give us a call or an email. And his fees have actually already been sponsored by a very generous donor, so he is ready to go home.
Well, he was just snug as a bug in a rug there. He was adorable. My sister and I had guinea pigs when we were young. So it was mentioned that he might be a great first pet for someone who doesn't know guinea pigs or is just, looking to start taking care of an animal. So tell us a little bit about his personality. And if you are, a younger child or inexperienced with pets, what are the first steps when you are looking to take care of an animal like this?
Yeah, so first and foremost, we always want to accentuate that every animal is a responsibility if you decide to get a pet, and they all come with certain things that you're kind of pledging to them when you decide to adopt. But that said, an animal like Kobe isn't necessarily looking to go, on 3 walks a day. He's not necessarily looking for you to clean his litter box, although he does obviously want his enclosure cleaned. So it's a little different for every animal. But Kobe is a very sweet guy, and he would be lovely for all different kinds of pet owners. I think a lot of pet owners don't realize how sociable small animals like guinea pigs and hamsters and mice and rats can be. But we saw with Antonia here, he really likes to curl up. He likes to snuggle. He's not necessarily just looking to hang out in his enclosure. But he also has lived with guinea pigs before, so he might be somebody who could live well with another guinea pig. So like I said about every animal tonight, all animals are individuals, and that will define what they're looking for in life. But Kobe could just do so well with so many types of families, and we can't wait to help him find them.
Yeah, he seemed amazing. He seemed obviously snuggly, but also he seemed like he really enjoyed engagement and stimulation, mentioning the hiding in the hay and the different little treats that he would like to find. So, what are some, just, I guess, first timers tips and tricks to playing with a guinea pig?
So I would definitely say follow your piggy's lead. Some of them may be a little bit shyer at first. Some of them may be a little bit social, but kind of figure out, are they looking for you to pick them up? When you go to pick them up, do they come towards you? Do they kind of run away? Do they hide? You want to make sure they feel comfortable first and foremost. If you are letting them loose in a space, you do want to make sure that it's guinea pig safe. So it's not somewhere where they could get stuck under furniture or go into a hole, or not that you want them to be unsupervised, but chewing on cables and things like that. So make sure it's friendly for guinea pigs. And then obviously, if there are other dangers, be it other pets who maybe don't know how to interact with guinea pigs, maybe, foods that are dangerous and things like that, just make sure you're being observant of those of things like that could be in your space.
Great. Yeah, all great tips. I want to ask about his name. So who named him? Where'd the name come from? Is it in reference to the late, great Kobe Bryant?
So we're not sure about that. Kobe is the name he came to us with. And when our animals come to us with a name that they really seem to respond to, we want to make sure that they keep that. And so he came to us as Kobe. So he will be Kobe while he's with us. And when he finds his future family, they can determine if that's the right match for him or if there's something that they think fits him a little bit more.
And his adoption fees have also been waived, correct?
Yes, a generous donor has prepaid his adoption fees, and we're so generous for that. Again, it's somebody who's trying to help him find his home even more quickly. And just like Kip, who we met early on, we're just trying to help him find his home as soon as possible. So if you want to schedule an appointment to meet him, you can just email us or call us. So you can use that number. There you go. It's on the screen. You can email adopt@alexandriaanimals.org or call 703-746-4774. And we will find some time for you to meet our wonderful Kobe.
Wonderful. And like I said, your adoption process is so simple and so smooth. And you guys, walk each adopter through the steps the whole way. So we have one more little animal to show off tonight. Give us an intro of who is wrapping up the evening.
Yes, so we are meeting 8-month-old Coco. She's a rabbit, so she's another one of our animals that people may not necessarily think to be looking for at an animal shelter like the AWLA, but we see rabbits all the time. And we didn't exactly do a profile of her, but Coco has a special skill that she's been learning with our volunteers, and we really wanted to help her show it off because it's exactly the kind of thing that we think adopters aren't necessarily thinking, that rabbits are able to take on skills and tricks, but Coco has just shown us that she's a very smart gal, that she's very social, and that there's so much that she could do in a home of her own.
This is a stick that she has gotten used to, and so what I'm going to do is, Coco, of course if she hops away from me it makes it tricky, but let's see if we can get her attention. Coco, now see, she knew that by coming over here and touching that, she's going to get a treat. Oh, these are a little hard, so it means you get the whole thing, good girl. Look at her go. And so this is helping Coco become comfortable and a little bit more socialized with people. Is we're teaching her a trick where she's going to come and say hi and hang out by using the target training. Coco, oh, there you go. And then we click and give her a treat. And it's just a small portion treat. Did you drop it? Let's try that again. There you go. And then since that's just a little treat, we'll see if we can do it once more once she's done chewing. Isn't that right, good girl? Are these your favorite? They're like bunny cookies. All right, should we try it again, Coco? There we go. And she touched it, so we click and give her a treat. And this is really helping Coco learn to hang out with people. It helps her realize that people are fun, they have good things. And so what we do is by clicking and giving her the treat at the same time, it makes her want to hang out with us. And so by using the target, she comes, it means that when she sees it, she comes and look, she's so ready to say hi. There we go. All right, and there is the treaty. That's a bigger treaty. So that's probably gonna take her a little time to chew. But ultimately it just helps her be a little bit more social, and it means that, you know, when people come to see her, she's gonna come right up to see them because she thinks that treats are going to be involved. And over time she doesn't even realize that treat connotation might not be there anymore, but it just is helping her seem and feel a little bit more social and friendly. Isn't that right, Coco? Yeah. Enjoy your cookie.
Coco, I feel like rabbits, they just seem like a very intelligent animal to me. And I know that you've done clicker training with, you know, more than just one animal. You do it with dogs. I've seen you do it with guinea pigs before, which is amazing, and now rabbits. So give us a little bit of a profile on Coco.
Yes, so like I said, she is about 8 months old. She is what's called an American rabbit, which I know sounds generic, but that's a specific breed of rabbit. She was not as social when she first came to us, and so she spent some time in the care of one of our awesome fosters, somebody who's very familiar with rabbits, and spent some time both getting to know Coco and helping Coco feel more comfortable with people. And then when she came back to the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria, we continued that, and that's where the target training came in. It was something that we were doing to help her associate people with good things and comfort. And now anybody who goes near Coco, she just kind of assumes treats are going to happen. So she's automatically hopping over. She's automatically saying hi. And she may not have realized that it was something that we kind of trained her to do, but she's feeling much more comfortable with people. And we know that right now she's just ready to meet her fantastic family.
Awesome. Yeah. So, you know, the clicker training is a great way to get her socialized. So she's 8 months, correct? She's still a little bit young, but she is available for adoption. So what does one adopting, you know, a bunny or a younger rabbit need to know about their growth process and how they're going to adjust into a home at a younger age?
Yeah, so she's just a couple months shy of maturity, probably. She's just about full grown size. She may get a little bit bigger. In some ways, it's great that she's getting to know people at a slightly younger age because, again, it just helps with sociability. But rabbits who are cared for in a home environment can live for many years. They can live for a decade or so. So she's got a long time that she can spend with her future family. And she may be a little bit more energetic at her young age, just like a lot of puppies or kittens or other baby animals that you might meet. But I think it's just a great opportunity for her family to get to know her from an early age and then get to see her as she kind of grows into that wisdom and maturity of age as well.
Yeah, she's cute, she's smart, and if you think she's the girl for you, again, you can book online to adopt her, call or email, super easy. So Gina, thank you so much for being here tonight again. Are there any final details you want to leave us with? Do you guys have any events coming up?
We don't have anything coming up right now. Hopefully in the coming months, we'll have more going on. It is kitten season coming up shortly, so we're going to be seeing a lot of newborn kittens coming in. So if you're interested in learning more about kittens, and that could be adopting, that could be fostering, that could be looking for other ways to help, definitely follow us, whether you're checking out our website or social media. We'll be talking kittens a lot in the coming months, so we look forward to connecting with you about that.
Awesome, super exciting, and I know spring is here, summer's around the corner, so events will be rolling in, and I am excited to see everything that AWLA has in store. So thank you very much, Gina.
Yes, thank you for having us, and thanks for letting us show off our amazing, adorable adoptables.
All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you feel like you jived with any of the animals we saw tonight, then again, here is the website you can visit to book an adoption appointment. Email adopt@alexandriaanimals.org, and the phone number. So they make it super easy, and all of their animals are so wonderful. So I really hope they get adopted. I know that some of them will get adopted really quickly. So until they do, be the good news in someone's life.